Welcome to Peroni versus Peroni. Yes, you heard me right. We have two Peronis. We have the recognised one in the United Kingdom, Peroni Nastro Azzurro. This one's been big for about the last 10, 15 years. And we've got Peroni, the Red Label, which is Peroni Original. This one dates from the late 1800s, I believe. This one comes from about 1970s. They are both made in Rome, and they are both made by the same brewer. So why the two separate beers? I did a Pabst Blue Label video recently, and the Blue Label came from a fair. They won. This one's exactly the same. They won at the top. They won a blue ribbon. So this came on. I believe that's what Nastro Azzurro means, blue ribbon. So these are two completely different beers from the same brewery with very similar names. This one generally only get in Italian restaurants and a few off licenses. I got this from my local Italian that I order my pizza from. I'm going to get them both open and see what the difference is. I like them both as it is, so let's get them open with the old ashes thing. Can't get hold of it. There we go. We are open. Again, it says on the front 100% Italian. Again, they're both made in Italy. All the bottles I've got certainly are. This one is 4.7%, 330ml bottle. Nice clear glass. We can get a good colour on it. Let's see what it's like. Again, I might get it all in or not. So the head's down a bit, but this glass hasn't got a widget in, so I don't expect to be massively carbonated. So yeah, this is Peroni Original. This is, they call it their house lager. So this is the original lager. So we can see the colour of it. It's nice. Straw gold, straw blonde. Nice combination, nice head. Let's give it a sniff. Okay, it's got a sweetness to it. I don't get any malt. I don't get any bready yeasty, which I expected. So there's only one thing to do. Cha-chin chin. Or salute. Really, really easy to drink. Again, kind of sweet. A little bit of malt on the back. Now, far too easy to drink at 4.7. Again, it's nice and cold. It's crisp. Doesn't have massive carbonation, which is not supposed to, which is good. Like a lot of the German beers I do, not a great deal of carbonation. So yeah, that was Peroni Original. And again, if you ever see it or get one in your restaurant and you see that, then cracking beer. So second up, let's get Peroni opened. So Peroni's only really been in this country about 15, 20 years, if that. When I had a pub 10, probably 12 years ago, we had Peroni installed. This was back in the day when they used to come to the pubs and they do a survey on the pub to deem whether your pub was suitable for their product. Alas, that no longer exists, and they put this in everywhere and anywhere. Again, I think it's in the top 10 best-selling beers in the country. It's in loads and loads of pubs. And again, you get really, really good deals on it at supermarkets, cases of 24 for not much more than, less than £1 a bottle. So it's a fairly good deal. Again, depending on who you get your bottle from, what time of year, they're not always from Italy. Sometimes they are brewed elsewhere in Europe, not only in the UK, but sometimes in Holland. I believe it's owned by Asahi now. It was owned by SAB Miller, bought by AB InBev. AB InBev had to sell it because they were too big. So that's the history of this one. So again, this is the award-winning blue ribbon. Let's get it in a glass and see the difference. Not a great deal of difference. I'll compare in a second. Now I look at it, there's actually quite a bit of difference. You can see that the Peroni Original's slightly a bit darker, a bit more rust to it. This one's crisp, clean. Like a lot of the lagers we get in this country, they are golden. And I've mentioned this before, whenever I go to Spain and you have a lager, they're always kind of a bit more orange, rust coloured to them. Doesn't mean they're off, just means they're brewed slightly different. Again, quick smell. Okay, got that odd smell, but I'm not sure if that's not the glass. It's a sweetness, but not as sweet, so I'm just going to give it a chin. I'm going to pull this. No, I'm not. I'm going to try some from the bottle because that tastes a bit off. I bought this today. No, it's still in date. Again, you see date. You can even see where it was made. It was made in Bari. Oh, which is funny because if you look on the front of this, it says Padova, Roma, Bari. They're the three brewers they had. Let's give it a swig from the bottle and see, because that tastes a bit funky. Maybe it's just a bit funky. Probably been a long, long time since I've had a Peroni. Well, probably since my last video about a year ago. It's got a weird kind of skunky smelling taste. Maybe that's it. Maybe I just don't like it. Maybe I'm used to crisp, bitter Helles from Germany and not this. That's very, I quite disliked that. So let's just have a look alongside again. Both 330 mils, that's 5%. That's 4.7. Both made in the same brewery. But whenever I go to my Italian restaurant, I love it that they've got the red version because I much more prefer the red version. Give it a quick sip. Just crisper. Again, not massively sweet. Trouble is I can still taste that other one. So that's been Peroni versus Peroni. I've been James. We'll see you on the other side.